Beauty can be so expensive. Here's a couple of at-home products that I love that can save you thousands of dollars. So instead of getting a facelift, here's a couple of things that I love just to plump up my skin and make me look very fresh. This is NuFace, which is a microcurrent device, which I use especially when I want to feel like I've had a facelift that day. What it does is it helps to stimulate collagen. It helps to plump up the skin and lift the skin. I do the full treatment, and I'm telling you, it's wonders, especially when I'm going out or on special occasions. You do lifting treatments up your face, all the motions, just to give you that lift. And when you do that, you actually can hold it for a couple of seconds and then you hear a beep. And that's your cue to move on to the next section. It's about 5 minutes long, and you can do your neck and from your cheek and your forehead. And this is one thing I love to do is I like to hold it up on my eyebrow like that to give me that little facelift. So when you're using it, you really don't feel anything. You're not supposed to. Now, sometimes if there's some sensitive areas, you might feel a little something, especially if you go near your eyes, but you do use a conductive gel with this NuFace, and actually with most of the products I'm going to talk about, because they all rely upon that. So the NuFace can range anywhere from $200 to even $500 depending on what version you're getting, whether it's the mini version or the regular version, and does save money compared to getting a facelift. So an even more economical option is the gua sha, which has been used by the Chinese for thousands of years for lymphatic drainage and to help with circulation, but we all have been using it for our beauty purposes. And it does help to massage your skin and get that circulation going so you do have that glow, you do plump up your skin. The way to use it is it does require, or it's just better if you do this, is to use some sort of serum, whatever your favorite serum is, or hyaluronic acid serum, just so it can smooth along your face. And you're going to do almost the same motions as a lot of these very expensive devices. You're going to be going in upward motions up your face, the same thing with your cheek, your forehead, other side, and then your neck. Of course, everything again is in upward motions, and that will just give you that beautiful glow, that plumpness, and you can use it to depuff those morning eyes. And I think we all know what we're talking about there. So please remember, I'm not a doctor, so before using any of these devices, be sure to talk to your doctor first to make sure it's okay to use for you. There is dermaplaning. Now, with dermaplaning, you are actually taking a layer of skin off of your face. It's almost like shaving your face. I usually start from the bottom of my face and I hold it at a 45-degree angle. It's really important not to get it directly on your skin, otherwise you might cut yourself. You're going to hold your skin taut and just go in very gentle downward motions and try not to hit the same spot twice. And you will notice that you have a whole layer of skin and even that peach fuzz coming off, and your skin is going to be so smooth. So what I love to do after I do a dermaplane treatment is I love to use my favorite vitamin C serum, because it really just can soak in there and give you just a fabulous glow. So you should dermaplane about once a week. It's great just to maintain that glow and kind of keep that peach fuzz off. But you might notice there's going to be some times that you want to go a little extra in between sessions because your skin may not need it. And also remember to have a high quality dermaplaning device, because sometimes you don't know with any of the more inexpensive ones what the quality is and if it's going to actually cut you or hurt you in any way. And if you have acne or any other open sores or cuts or anything on your face, it's a good idea to hold off on dermaplaning. So one of the first devices I actually ever bought myself, the PMD, It's a microdermabrasion device. Now we know in the doctor's office or your spa or wherever you go to get your microdermabrasion treatments, this will exfoliate your skin. And just kind of like the dermaplane did, but this one does come with multiple different attachments, and it's really good to listen to what they say. So you start off with the sensitive skin one first, and then you go on to whatever strength you want, but you need to build up. Now these two devices are about $200 each, but one of the great things is it can give you time in between treatments if you are getting some professional ones. It's kind of like when you put a little color on those roots to save you time in between going to get your hair colored. My next favorite thing is getting some radio frequency treatments at my dermatologist's office. But yes, those can be expensive. So in between, here's what I found. The Stop X radio frequency tripolar treatment. Now this is a little bit pricier, but I think it's worth it because it does save money. So here's how it works. You take off the cap and you do have to plug it in for it to operate. I'm gonna show it to you just like this right now. And what happens is it gets really hot. And that's one of the things that you need to look for. You start putting it on your skin in little areas with little circles. And it starts getting warmer and warmer. And then when you look for, and that's the thing, that little orange light comes on, that's your time to switch to another section. It really does give a beautiful glow, and this is one of my favorites. So with the Stop X tripolar treatment, you really want to do it 2 to 3 times a week and at least have 24 hours in between each treatment. And do that for about 8 weeks, and trust me, you'll see some results. And then after that, you can go to a maintenance schedule and do it a couple of times a month. So the Stop X tripolar treatment is a little bit on the advanced side. So if you are in that zone in your skincare journey, this is a really good choice to add in to your skincare regimen. Now, some of the treatments in office can range from $500 to $1,500. So this device, even though it's a little pricier, does pay for itself and it delivers results. So one of the best treatments to stimulate collagen is microneedling. Now that's when you have a device that has these tiny needles in it and you roll it on your skin just to create these tiny micro abrasions, and that starts to stimulate the collagen. Now the treatments in office can be expensive, but at home you can do it as well, and you can even use it in conjunction with some of your other at-home treatments. Now this one is the Beauty Bio, and this is the eye version, and which I really love because it helps to get the wrinkles out of my eyes here and stimulate the collagen. But they also have an attachment that's larger, and that's for a larger part of your skin, to your cheeks, your forehead, and this is just something that I think everybody does need in their skincare regime. So microneedling sounds like it might be really painful, but you know what? It's not, especially if you do it correctly. You need to just go with a light touch, not too heavy, and then you are totally fine. And sometimes, hey, it can actually feel good. So one thing to note about microneedling is you don't want to keep it in one spot for too long, because that's when you might get the redness and maybe some other issues that might come along with it. So always follow the instructions. So this device, relatively inexpensive compared to what you would be paying at your doctor's office or at your spa, and it'll save you money over time. So all of these at-home devices are so great. You know what? It's really hard to compare them because it just depends on what your skin needs at that time. So with these devices, remember, consistency is key. You need to use them as directed, because some of them you might need to use one time a week, some of them 2 to 3 times a week. But the more you adhere to that, the more results you're gonna get. Now think about it, when you go to you're not gonna go to the gym just one time and think that you're gonna have this like perfect body. It's the same way with this. You need to do it often to get the results, and they're a great alternative to in-office treatments. So if I only had to pick one device, this is the one I'd pick, the New Face, because I like to have that firming and lifting. I'm kind of feeling that little sagging sometimes. So we're going to go into depth in the future on all of these products, but I'm curious if you have any questions about these or any comments, please comment below. Thanks everyone. I'm Nina Sutton, and this is Forever Fabulous.